So in this class, we will learn some more about animal behavior, about more scientists, and let's see what we learn. Ethologist. Okay. Something is not. Okay. What is the difference between ethologist and psychologist? We'll see. Ethologists are trained biologists which study animal behavior in natural habitat. This is the main point. And observe freely moving animal. There is no restriction or no experiment done by animal and then see the behavioral change. No. Only see how they are behaving in nature. Free moving animal. And focus on evolutionary and ecological context. How the behavior evolving. They observing free movement and then see some environmental changes and then how animal is behaving. So we observe means who are the ethologists. Those observe evolutionary and ecological changes in the animal's behavior. And major scientists or ethologists are Korn, Lorenz, and Carl von Fischer and Nico Tinberg. So Lorenz, Fischer, and Tinberg. We will learn about these ethologists in detail in upcoming session. So what is psychologist then? Psychologists are trained psychology or medical sciences. Those are trained in medical science and they are study behavior in mainly in laboratory settings or laboratory conditions and main focus on how the particular animal learned some behavior to perform and what kind of condition make them to learn particular behavior. And these behavior or laboratory condition are controlled by the human being or by the psychologist. They control according to they can even make them so many experiment is going on with the animals. This is what a particular context of this. An important scientist in this psychologist field, important one is Skinner. Operant condition. He gives some kind of condition and how that condition affect the animal behavior was studied by the Skinner, and he is the Skinner. And the Ivan Pavlov conditioned reflex. Operant condition and condition reflect. How these two terms are different, we'll see in detail when we learn about the operant condition and condition reflect. We will see then in upcoming classes. So, who is Paulo? Is he or is he? Obviously, this person is Paulo. You will be remember faces of these scientists or psychologists or ethologists. Will help to more to remind or remember the things. Henry Harlow. He is the Henry Harlow, which do study on maternal deprivation. How if some animal or some child separate from their mother, and how then animal behave, how they feel depressed in behavior. So this kind of experiments done by these scientists, which is little cruel but helpful in understanding our welfare, they do for human welfare, not despite of any other animal hurting or anything. They doesn't care about that. Okay, the history of ethology. So we will see what is the history, how the behavior evolve, and how the study of the ethology start. History of ethology data back to prehistoric time when humans are hunters and carefully observe the animal behavior. So prehistoric means when humans are hunters, so they know or observe the animal behavior, how to catch safely, not hurting to themselves. In evidence of this is seen in cave painting, and these kind of hunters studying about the animal behavior was evidence find in cave painting that they are observing animal and hunting the animal with. So this is prehistoric time and early foundation. The famous Aristotle, who is done मीन्स ये हर फील्ड में एक्सपर्ट था, ऐसा लगता है हर एक सब्जेक्ट के हिस्ट्री में इसका नाम आता ही आता है. सो एरिस्टोटल, this the imaginary image of the Aristotle, which first to systematically describe animal behavior or animal biology in history of animals, and which original name is Historia Animalium, stated that animal possess insight and family love. Means animal have some insight, means intellectual intelligence, and they feel some kind of things and show the love toward their family. Then comes William Harvey in 17th century, means 60s to 70, middle of this. Study breeding, nesting, and incubation behavior in birds. He focus on how birds behave, particular behavior like how they breed, how they do nesting, how they incubate the egg. Then Gilbert White in 18th century, made detailed observation on swallow. This bird is swallow and he is white, you can see. Major contributor before modern ethology. Modern ethology means present time ethology से पहले के contributors कौन थे? William James in 18th यानी 19th century. These all are 19th century ethologists. William James, he is a William James. Then Charles Otis Whiteman, he is Charles Otis Whiteman. Then Ivan Paulo, Paulo is also somehow 18th, 19th and 20th century ethologist. No, we cannot call him ethologist, but it is considered, it is mainly a psychologist. Sigmund Freud, he is Sigmund Freud. I don't know if pronunciation is right. Thomas Hunt Morgan, he is Thomas. And Oscar Henroth, he is Oscar Henroth. And then Edward L. Thorndike. I don't know pronunciation is correct or not correct. Well, you will see. Okay, John B. Watson. He is John B. Watson, the newest one in the before the modern history. So he is modern in the history. Okay.